Here we go, friends. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. The first time we are seeing it. In-engine alpha footage of the game. Welcome. It looks really good. And I've got subtitles on. Man, it looks so good. Showing it in the rain. True racing game fashion. And there might be a few reasons why you're here. You probably saw it live. We're going to give as many details as possible about this game. But if you have not yet seen it, well, you're in the right place as well. Double whammy. A little bit of off-road racing. This is one of my favorite shots, favorite locations. Oh, taking a hey, I saw that cut before going off-road with there. And something interesting about these vehicles,
earn
actually.
the respect of races and realize your potential to take the ultimate prize.
Here we
of
go.
The Solar Crown.
Solar Crown. A new trailer, in-engine. But that's not it, friends. We have got a whole lot more. Now, just to say, this set is super cool. It's a huge screen behind them. There's a big screen above. The floor looking nice, and it just all fits really well. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the gameplay. So I'm going to give you a demo of what you're seeing here. This is when you boot into the game. The idea is everything you possibly need is here. Clan battle information, daily challenges, profile information. This is your house, your HQ, your home. So cool to once again have a home location. Yeah. It's a nice thing to have. So you come down the stairs from the hotel to the main lobby. The main lobby essentially is going to be a gathering place where you can see people. You can kind of get an idea of what's going on. It's where you change your clothes. We've already spoken about those things previously. Now, you may have noticed there was a familiar face there. It's Alan, Team VVV Racing Specialist. Very kind, very kind. So this is the place where they will meet up. They'll group together. You can see they will about to form a crew. There you go. They formed a crew right there, and then they can head out and explore. Now, I've got to watch this this next part with the chat. Let's go. Alex is part of this, and also, you already know, Pantsman. I can't believe it. Like, this is one of the coolest things I have ever partaken in. Oh, it's so awesome. And I love it. I love it. The reactions to the chat. Let's go. This is amazing. Appreciate all the love and support, guys. Of course, I had to go with the Nissan GTR. So let's move on to the gameplay. Let's talk about it, because clearly I have played the game. So the idea is, at the beginning, we're going to race to the Street HQ, which I was luckily a part of. Again, by the way, captured on alpha version. Now, the first thing you might notice, Frim was above on the screen. There is a dynamic time of day. Right now, of course, it's in the nighttime, but as we progress a little bit later on, you'll see it change throughout the video. But Frim, free ride instant money, in case you didn't know, it was the originator, essentially, of the way to drive around and get money for doing just general actions like passing, near missing, things like that. It's a super cool way to bank and make some money. And yeah, it's returning to Test Drive. So let's get to it. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is a test drive game back. It's returned. It's here. Man, my Twitter's going crazy. Now, I need to stream stuff like this. Like this, it's such a cool opportunity. So one of the things you might notice in the gameplay itself, we're not going super fast. These cars are not massively upgraded. We are on a highway, granted. But anyway, the sense of speed is awesome. They have done such a good job with the sense of speed. 200 kilometers, and it feels fast. I don't know what 200 kilometers is, however, but you know what I'm saying. The handling side of things, we're going a little bit more realistic. It feels, it's not like a Forza Horizon or a Need for Speed. Those are the more kind of to the side of arcade. Again, Horizon, a little bit less of a Need for Speed, but you know what I mean. It felt like a little bit more simulation. Is essentially the way I would describe it, which is really cool to see, because it definitely gives it a different feel. For those that don't remember, Test Drive Unlimited 2, the handling was questionable. Very, very questionable indeed. It was among probably some of the weirdest handling. I don't know how you could describe it. It was just wrong. So racing to location, we're using highways. Clearly you can see this is the city, and the city is huge. And not only is it huge, dense is a big point of this game, the density of it. So the highway is super wide and large, but a little bit later on, you'll see more of the city streets. The focus here has been to make it feel like authentic. It's a believable place to be, and you can go through alleyways and small areas, intricate things. Especially, they've taken their flavor of off-road focus. In case you didn't know, they made WRC games, so they've gotten a bit of an experience with off-roading and very small adjustment driving. It's what it's all about. So anyway, we arrive at our HQ, the Street HQ, the place to be. I'm going to be joining Team Street. Absolutely. By the way, in case you wanted to know, you should definitely join us. And of course, Alain, the head of the Sharps, was last to... maybe he's not been there before. I'm sure he's been there a few times. So this is the Street headquarters. Each faction gets their own headquarters, which will essentially be your home place and a way to reward biggest participating members. There's the podium there available for a car, obviously. On the screen there in the background, you can see like a leaderboard of exactly who's winning and at that point in time. The idea of the game is to have like a constant battle between the two factions, which is really, really cool. I like it. It's a way to just get people to work together, but also competitively, which ultimately is one of the best forms of gameplay, that's for sure. So have a little bit of a dance, enjoy yourself. This is the place to be. Team Street, you already know. I told you this. So upon leaving the HQ, you actually get a glimpse at the map here. If you want to see it, I'll move out of the way a little bit for you there. There is a little bit more to be seen. You can see the map. All we've done so far is looked at the city, which is only a small portion of the world of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Look at that GTR. Ah, beautiful. So next objective was to race using different routes, because that's a big point of the game. I, of course, went for speed, power, and just absolutely gun it everywhere possible. Highways, baby. Here we go. Some more mountainous roads, a little bit of... accidental off-road action in the Ford Raptor, for example, and the Taycan, which I'm so glad the Taycan here, and it's the good Taycan, the one with the body, you know? That's what we want to see right there. Alan in a Huracan. There are two Alans. There's Alain and Alan. You'll see me explaining the two. Here's some actual city gameplay as well, in case you want to see that. Thanks again to Alex. He was taking the, I'm going to say the scenic route most of the time. No offense, Alex. The tunnels are super cool, just like in the previous one. You drive through and you can hear it echo and reverb, and just, it's an experience. The cockpit view, really good. I was not expecting a cockpit view, to be honest with you. Bit of speed and power, controllability, GTR, all-wheel drive. I was dead focused on actually winning this run. I wanted to get to there before they did. We're going to their HQ. Could the Pantsman beat them? Alex is near the Solar Hotel. You can see it's a huge building. You see it from very far away. I'm actually surprised. Physics in focus here. How is that building standing? Here's a bit of off-roading view. You saw a little bit earlier with that cool sweeping road. That is like, that's just so inviting. And of course, I arrived there with my speed and power before even Mr. Allen himself decided to arrive. The king of speed and power, obviously. But look at the view. Everywhere as well you see is a drive situation. Like, you can drive up the mountains like Test Drive always was, and now the crew, which kind of birthed from Test Drive. It's such a significant focus, and I'm so glad to see that again. So next up, welcome to the Sharps HQ. If you fancy the finer things in life, or if you fancy yourself, this is the place you want to be. You've got art and beautifulness. I'm just kind of stealing Alan's words here. But basically, if you feel like driving a suit and a Maserati, this is probably the place that you will spend most of your time. It's carpeted, which ours is not, so we can mop it clean, because it's in the name of fun. Okay? But on a serious note, you can choose between the two factions. And again, the dynamic battle between the two, the thought process of it is super, super cool. You'll notice there's a VIP area over here that is only accessible by the best members of a club. I actually don't know what's behind there. They may have told us. I don't remember. So next up is the race gameplay. So it's a predefined race this time. We're not just racing across the map in the free roam. This is an actual dedicated race. It's a mixture of people here, and also there are a couple of AI involved in this. My incredible driving, yeah. But you got something there, big, green, and muscly, in case that's your taste. But for an alpha version of a game at this point, I was impressed, very impressed. The fact that they were willing to kind of show it at this stage is super cool. Like, it's really appreciated, the transparency. I know gamers can be like, they can be stupid. I mean, look at the reactions to GTA 6 stuff. So I understand why they decided to take the time to really focus on this. You can see on the dial too, we've got a parking, ABS, traction control. Those things can be turned off or on. Of course, for most people, they left them on to give them a little bit of an edge. I turned off traction control. I actually preferred it being off because you can get it to slide a little bit more, but my face is actually covering the dial, so you can't actually see. But ultimately, yes, the return of Test Drive Unlimited. I really wish they uploaded this in better quality. To be honest, it's in like 1080p with YouTube compression. It's essentially 480p. We understand this. We YouTube all the time. Considering what the competition was buying, I thought I did quite well in this race. You'll see as I glide across the finish line momentarily. The GTR is an old boy now. Alan and his Huracan crossed the line first. Who would have thought? Camille across the line in a Taycan, yeah, and then Pantsman across the line sideways in a GTR. GTR's an old boy now. Anyway, there you go. Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown. Let me know what you think of the gameplay. Again, this is alpha, and they are releasing now early 2024, which means we get a little bit more time than we had thought. Which, again, alpha gameplay, improving frame rates and polishing and things like that is what needs to be done, because I played a pretty well put together game. Anyway, smash like, subscribe, check out a previous Test Drive Unlimited video here in case you're interested, and I'll see you next time. Peace.